and that could simply lead for fifth house activity to jump into the 11th house. You'd be more an example of something in the 11th house. All right, that's what we got going on with my Aries sun risings. Taurus sun risings. All right, one of the fixed signs, one of the signs on the hot seat. Now, Taurus sun risings, what we got going on? We got the 10th, right? That's what we got going on. No, but we just got our 11th house. Yeah, we got the 10th house. Got Aquarius in that 10th house, Leo in that 4th. Ooh, Taurus, what we been talking about? What we've been talking about? What for all the Tauruses that's been at church these past couple of weeks? What this mean right here? All right, guys. So we got the Empress card. What that mean right there, Taurus? You running from the attention of what your gifts are gonna bring, what your value brings. We got that Leo in the 4th house. So Taurus know how to keep their creativity private. Taurus be having to work through little, depending on where they moon and other placements and alignments that have. Sometimes Taurus got to work. I mean, the plan for the community. I mean, the plan, the business, the brand. I mean, that's not the problem. Them knowing their value, that's not the problem. But damn, I got to be the face. Yeah, a lot of that has to do with Leo in the 4th house and why you have to learn to overcome those things in your life path. Okay, brother Deacon from the hip, and Scorpio is my rising, so I'm the brother. So that already shows you this. A lot of what your life path has to do, from Deacon from the hip, has to deal with you embracing that light, right? And I know you got so much to bring to the light of the church. All right, brother. Let me just hold on real quick, brother, because you just do so much for the church. You get some of that right there, brother. It's a good brother right there. All right, but when you have Taurus in the 4th house, Leo in the 4th house, a lot of Tauruses, that some of y'all got Taurus sun rising family members. Like, I mean, everything that they invested into creatively is all up in their bedroom. Probably be doing mad things in their room, playing on electric keyboard. I mean, they damn near Stevie Wonder, but don't nobody know. Don't nobody know they nasty on the keys like that or nothing. Isn't she lovely? You open the door like, what you doing? What? I'm just in here playing around. No, you in here sounding like you capable of winning a Grammy. Why are you keeping this in the bedroom? It's like, listen, just close the door and let me do my thing. Let me get my privacy. You don't get no privacy with Leo on the 4th. Let me get my privacy. As soon as you close the door back, then, isn't she lovely? Isn't it? That Taurus Sun Leo is talented. I don't want nobody to see. Good, glorious evening, Boro. What is your opinion, philosophy around the male body fluid retention? If you catch my drift, as a single man, would love to. Well, that's the fluid of God. That's the fluid of God, and that is not to be dispersed. It's not that many men that get in a journey of understanding how serious that fluid is when you retain it and learn to use it purposefully. All right. We just live in this. It really is the westernized. Once again, it's the westernized world. All right, it's the westernized world. You go to India and all these places, they don't look at anything with masturbation, or just a lot of parts of the world is the opposite of how we look at sex or whatnot in this westernized world. And the man that's able to go on a journey and learn how to have control of it. Listen, God made it feel good on purpose. We need to reproduce, right? God made sex and all of that feel good, orgasm, feel good for a reason. It makes us want to do it. All right. Most men don't even know what it feels like to keep that fluid in their system for 90 days straight. Niggas don't even know they're gonna start levitating if they keep that shit in their system 90 days straight. So that's a whole nother, a whole nother class and course for the men, okay? Because our bodily fluid works a tad bit different from a woman's bodily fluid. But for the most part, I just don't believe a man could really see his full potential if he's always draining himself. He's always letting his life energy go, whether he's doing it with somebody else or he's doing it, on his own. There's a reason why certain athletes and boxers, this, that, and third, they refrain from sex before certain, bouts and whatnot. It is what it is. I've been doing this all my 20s on and off. So it's just that ain't nothing new. But that's my philosophy around it. That is the fluid of God. You cannot think the actual thing that creates life is just insignificant. You should just blurt it out. Like that should be the first simple thought about it. Like, damn, this actually creates life. I don't think I should just be using porn and my hand and a woman all the time casually to get this out. You know, I don't talk to my bros about it no more because they ain't trying to hear this from me anymore. But they think I'm crazy when I start talking about retaining your seed. But I remember I was talking to my bro about this not too long ago, and he was like, bro, releasing is just an appetite. All right. We all have an appetite to release. And once you release, you that's it. You fed. And I'm like, look at that poor mentality. Look at that poor mentality. I be having an appetite for a couple of sugary things. Don't mean I need it. All right. I'm sure you could feed yourself a different way. Try meditation. Try moving that energy around. All right. I was listening to this last thing I'm gonna say about this. I was listening to, a minute ago, and somebody was talking about how, like, in ancient civilizations, they would get sexually aroused first before jumping into something creatively because they knew how much that energy stimulates things, right? So imagine a nigga just, I don't know exactly a healthy way to get sexually aroused other than just being sexually aroused naturally. Like, I don't need nothing to get me aroused. I'm ready to go all the time. But I'm just saying, like, I get it. It's almost like it's almost like jumping into the kundalini. So they probably had little kundalini exercises, whatnot, moving the energy from the lower spaces where it derives from, where our seed, where all that energy is being developed, right in that root, that sacral. Let it rise up. Let it touch different chakras, right? Let that energy get up to the top of your spine. See how that makes you feel. See how that makes that, bring some life to your creative ability. Some of us is just walking around dull. A lot of men is just walking around in the world just dull and just niggas eyes. You got no life in you because you fucking ejaculating all the time. Like, keep your seed in your body. Damn. All right. It's as simple as that, brother. So that's that. Okay. So and then that's what makes such a sacred, beautiful thing like sex what it is. Some people can't even enjoy sex, and it's so sad because some people are dating people that's addicted to porn and masturbation, don't even know it, and then you're wondering why that feels not there when y'all intimately connect. You love this person, that person love you. You're not even questioning that. But yeah, because they done lost sensitivity a long time ago towards their hand makes it feel ways that you can't. The rose makes it does things a brother can't compete with. That is a machine. That is I can't do nothing with that. And I'm that nigga. But damn, you're cheating now, woman. You're cheating. I can't compete. All right. So that's my question for that, brother. Appreciate the collection plate, and because you're a devoted brother, here, go ahead, here, real quick, brother. Ah, get some of that right there, brother. All right, all right. So, was we still talking about Aries? No, we moved on to Taurus. So yeah, that Taurus sun rising, that's gonna be challenged this week. All right, you may have to discover certain things that you have going on within. You might have developed from the family home environment, things developing with all different type, but never having a support. That's hard to say. Taurus don't be having a support system, but you never know what aspects they ass dealing with, right? But for the most part, uh, they can generate support systems quick, even if they feel like they didn't have it. Once they find a value that they're really connected to in life, it'll generate a support system quick. But with all that being said, Taurus sun risings, that full moon in Leo right now, you got the sun in the 10th house, all this activity in the 10th. So a lot of my Taurus sun rising, like I said, this is a year of big testimonies. All right. Who's on the top of my testimony list this year? It's Taurus sun risings. Uh hmm. Is the Jupiter in air? I want to say the air dominance, but really, no, it's the air dominant slash Jupiter in air generation. So if you got Jupiter in air, Libra, or I mean Jupiter in Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, I'm expecting y'all to have some heavy testimonies this year. Uh and I would say Scorpio, Aquarius dominance, even though I just said air, because the activity Uranus is gonna have what is the biggest alignment in the year. I ain't gonna lie, Aquarius, besides Libra, I mean Libra just fell into it because they air. Aquarius and Gemini, I'm looking for some testimonies from you. I mean, hold on, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I mean,
Oh, Lord, 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 nothing I did, nothing I tried,
I'm looking for this testimony from
nothing
y'all.
I smoked, nothing I snorted, nothing I drank, no man I did, no one did me, nothing did me any good.
Sister, give your testimony.
Oh, Lord, even that food I put in my mouth would help me, Lord. Oh,
I mean, that's the type of testimony I'm looking from them signs right there. Right there. All right. All right. So that's off the top of my head. All right. Uranus dominance, Jupiter and air signs, Taurus dominance. Really, Gemini and Aquarius emphasize when I say air signs. Libra, don't catch a fit. But Jupiter, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right. All right. I might have left some out, but those are the testimonies I'm looking for. But definitely Taurus Sun Risings. Y'all's in the top of the list. Okay. The food. Sister Trace. Pastor. I mean, Pastor, you don't understand how much battles and demons I went with that food. Oh, Pastor, sometimes it's just 3 a.m., Pastor, and I know them leftovers should stay leftovers. But they don't even get to make it to be leftovers, Pastor, because by the time I get to 3 a.m., Pastor, I mean, I'm all up in the leftovers. I mean, I'm reheating the leftovers, Pastor. I mean, I'm fixing my napkin inside my shirt, Pastor. I should be asleep at this time, Pastor, but the food, the seasoning in the turkey wing. The food, Pastor, the food. I've battled many demons with that food thing. Sister, I feel you. Food is the devil. All right. Mother flipped the weed and the sex. We could listen. If you really want to keep it a buck, the weed and the sex and all that ain't got nothing on the food. If y'all really want to go there tonight, family. Lord have mercy. But anyways, you got to do a lot of work to get the weed and the food sometimes. I mean, the weed and the sex. You got to find somebody to do the sex with. Somebody you like. Some people don't even care. They getting people they don't like. You got to do all these type of things. I got to call the bud man, meet the bud man. Nigga ain't delivering. But the food, that ain't nothing but hitting that drive through. It ain't nothing but hitting that drive through, Lord. All right. All right. So, with all that being said, that is a great point right there. Interesting how the Leo symbol looks like a sperm. It low key does with his wiggly self right there. It do though, and Leo's about life. Okay, I bet you if you looked at zodiac signs that suffer from masturbation, like zodiac signs addicted to like porn and masturbation, ranking them from 1 through 12. I think Leo is very low on that list because they're too lively. They just too lively. They have too much vitality and their sun energy. So they may not understand what porn does to the mind. Looking at pixels of it, it's kind of weird when you think about it, guys. We kind of this America done messed us up. The fact that we look at naked people doing things, that's already weird in itself. But you got to go through a sense of maturing to understand. Like, hold on, time. This is weird. All right, so let's start there. And then two is the sun energy, is the representation of life and vitality and creation. So I think there's so much Leo, they don't even understand the actual things that are happening in their life, you know, from a scientific level of what's going on, but the spirit be knowing because they got sun energy. It's like, yo, what am I doing? I'm like depleting myself. I think Leo will be low on that list. I really don't want to say the sign that I think is number one. But anyways, as we keep going, it's the full moon energy. I don't want to trigger nobody. Now, so yeah, Tar, you got all this going on in the 10th house, all this going on in the 10th house, all this activity. Oh, Taurus, you should come to this event and show us this. Oh, Taurus, you know you so good at that. Don't you know if you work on that and build that up, people gonna love that in the world. Oh my God, Taurus, you so experienced with this, that, and the third. Oh my God, Taurus, you so talented and gifted with this. You got all that activity, all that encouragement to let your sun, let your identity, let who you are be seen in the 10th house. But what happens? Full moon in the 4th house. You run into a situation where you start realizing, like, damn, this is gonna bring some attention to me. You got Leo in the 4th house, you start feeling like things about you privately are gonna be have to be expressed in some type of shape or form. Yes, your creativity might be something you keep very private towards yourself, and that may have to be expressed, but like not your actual bedroom and what you got going on in your house. Taurus sun risings, don't take it like that. And you really got something going on around this time, Taurus sun rising. If, let's say, like, let me use the music example, right? Let's say like music, creating music is something that's really a sacred thing for you. Like it's not really let's say it's not literally it's like literally you music, creating music is therapeutic. You do it, you like doing it in your own time. You're never invested about letting other people hear your music, to stand a third. But let's say you just run into a situation while the full moon is in Leo this week and somebody catches something that's catches you making music or in some type of shape from your friend or something here, and it's like, yo, bro, yo, sis, you really not gonna like, you never thought about putting that out at all, like in any way, and you're like, nah, this is what I do right here. I'm telling you, that's a sign from God. Is this is energy is being used to fully illuminate all the things that you're talented with, all the things that should be, that light should be expressed upon in the world. It's just that you keep it in a private state. So it's a sign of God when you get something that makes you when something manifests around this time and it's telling you, yo, push that out. Let that be seen. On top of you having the moon in the 4th house and that being the house that the moon loves, and you being in position to either help guide others with their subconscious in the 10th house, that may be something that starts to manifest right now with what I got going on in career. Right now, the Taurus sun rising may start to understand the ability they have. And you know, you moon energy too, right? I hope you know that. I hope you know you got moon energy, Taurus. That's the moon's exaltation space. So you already have natural moon energy. Then the moon is fully illuminated in the 4th house. So whatever the Taurus got going on in the 10th house, there will be circumstances, if they haven't already manifested leading up to the full moon, where you guys start realizing, like, yo, I have the ability to really connect with the world, whether it's through my brand or my ideologies or my spirituality, my YouTube, my art, my music, my brand, my whatever, this community I started. I really have the ability to connect and moon in some type of way, nurture values in the world. I think I'm anointed for that. Yes, you are. Yes, you are anointed for that, Taurus sun risings. So I need you to walk it like you talk it, walk it like you talk it. I hated that damn song when it came out, but that's hip hop be getting us with the catchy stuff. I first heard that song, I said, "What is this, Migos and Drake?" 3 weeks later, nigga leaning with it, rocking with it. That's a 2000s dance. All right. So that's what we got going on, Taurus sun risings. That 10th house is gonna be calling for some things in a private state. And also, another thing the moon is gonna be doing, because we know it's full moon, is fully illuminated. Now, full moon in the 4th house ain't no joke. Because anything that's deep within the subconscious that ain't supporting what's going on in the 10th house, we gonna figure it out. So whether it's the projection of your family, your parents, people in your close environment, habits that you have in the home environment that ain't good for the 10th house, just your family work balance, home work balance, excuse me, that may have to be worked on right now. I feel like I'm a Taurus sun rising because my work home balance a little off right now. Okay. But I'm gonna get that together, family. Don't worry, I'm gonna do some extra prayer tonight. But yes, there's gonna be the deep dive here is also understanding what's holding you back from some of these 10th house aspirations. And it might be you understanding that you never got that support in the home environment. It might be you realizing that you, you don't have nobody close to you to bounce off some of these 10th house aspirations. Okay. And then that manifests. I watch a lot of self-development things. My whole algorithm on I'm about to do some unfollowing on Instagram too, cause I love the ladies. I ain't gonna lie, I love seeing that feminine energy on my timeline. I be talking a lot of bull job at times, but I'm gonna have to do some unfollowing because it be hard. I mean, I ain't saying every who I'm following. I don't be doing following the half naked Johns, and okay, maybe a couple of them, but I'm gonna have to do some unfollowing because it's just I gotta help myself. I gotta help myself on this journey right now. But I do follow a lot of like self development Johns and whatnot, my YouTube algorithm. But that's the thing, I don't be on Instagram like that. Like I really don't. Like I be on YouTube, and um, I was basically just listening to this. One of the people I follow, and they were like, you got to be able to surround yourself with people who's doing the things you're doing. People who's already on the timing that you're on. And if you're not, you got to become that person. Is that simple? Is that simple? Is that simple, Taurus Sun Risings? You feel like you ain't had that support system in your fourth house, or you feel like you in a space where damn, I can't relate the things I want to build in my 10th house close to me. I can't relate it to nobody close to me. I have a support system, but I just know what I'm building. I can't relate it to them. Right. So I know my family's my support system. I just know they don't see what I see with what I'm building and structuring. And it's only but so much. Maybe they do support, but they could only support me from afar, right? Okay. And with all that being said, you need to use that as your motivation to continue your 10th house travels throughout Aquarius season so you could build that tribe and community there. Sometimes we project too much on our loved ones, on our family members. They're not supposed to be understanding everything that's going on in their life. They got their own goddamn life. They got their own goddamn life path. All right. So what, your parents don't understand your dreams and your creative aspirations, this, that. So what? All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting my insensitive moon in Capricorn back, but so what? It's life. There's bigger issues than that. That's what's gonna really hold you back because your mom don't bang with what you want to do, because your pops don't believe in what you want to do. Is that really what's gonna hold you back from creating, from doing something for real? Because your best friends don't align with it? Man, if you don't get your Ash Wednesday on and get to the creating and get to what you're supposed to be here to do, all right, all right. God is good. Holy, holy is his name. Shout out to the Taurus Sun Risings, Gemini Sun Risings. Gemini Sun